Hello, this is Ronnie. I'm back here with a clip taken from a long video that I just finished to record for my subscribers. I'm leaving the option for my services at 50% off for the first year open, and I'll be providing further details after the clip ends. So if you're interested, please stay on. I'll be talking to you again at the end of the clip. I would like you also to read carefully the disclaimer that I'm going to put up now, so that it is clear to you before you go ahead and watch the video. This is just a standard thing. And that is the hourly of gold and silver sector index. And I think it turned up. Yeah, I think the alternative wavecard that we suggested as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extending the decline and the C will end up much lower, I think that's unlikely. Yeah, it's unlikely. I see signals not just from gold and silver, I see signals from other markets telling me it turned up. I could be wrong, of course, but if it turned up, that is an ABC behind us. You just look how long it took this one to form. That's November, December. You have even more than 2 months. This was 24th of October when it struck the top here. So that tells you more or less, again, no guarantee, it tells you what to expect now. So if we are going into another ABC, which is perfectly possible, we're going to probably touch or exceed 175.90 around here. But that's going to chew up about 2 months, maybe longer. Okay, that's basically what I think is the highest likelihood pattern right now. Where ABC is behind us, it's probably better to treat it like that. The question mark is down here. That's the extension. Now, if it comes down in the, let's say in the next 3 to 5 trading days and it breaks this low, then you know what it is. It gave you a 1, 2, it's going down in a 3. You'll have a 3, 4, 5, and only then it will come back. But as I said, this is unlikely now. Now let's have a look at the HUI. It wants daily. Let's go to the daily. And we have also, in my opinion, an interesting setup here where we have nearly a triple divergence. And I bet my money this is over on the ABC. Yeah, I think it's heading higher. I think it's heading higher. You can see clearly it took more than 2 months for this to form. We are running higher now. I can't guarantee that it's going to fly through the roof here and it'll deliver a huge impulse wave. Anything is possible, but I think that it's sensible to expect at least a rally back to the previous high registered here. Okay, and now this is the RSI, and let's have a look what is the message. Do you see the level here? You see the level here and here? This one went much lower than the level registered here, but not the RSI. Not the RSI on the daily. It is signaling strength. And the recent touchdown level here is lower than what it was registered here, and yet the RSI didn't go with. So you have, if you like, almost like triple divergence here. It's not, I've seen much better divergences, but this is already something. It's on the daily, and the pattern is looking good. Related markets are looking good. Support is coming in here, obviously. And this is a support on the 50% level of the move that started all the way back here. All of that, you see. So I think we have a lot of elements that are most likely calling for a reversal now in gold. That's the HUI Gold Bags Index. And funnily enough, as far as I'm concerned, this chart is clearer than the chart of gold itself. Yes. Let's have a look. Here's the chart of gold, and here we don't have at all a break of the previous low, what generated, if you remember, the ABC structure. No, gold itself, the commodity, is actually stronger than the stocks, than the miners, and it didn't deliver that. Now I'm showing a 1, 2 and then a slide 3, 4, 5, which I think is very unlikely in the circumstances now. It is quite likely to continue higher. The pattern in gold will resolve itself, as far as I'm concerned, in the next several weeks, because I already told you yesterday, if we are in a situation where this is going to morph into a fourth wave that relates to this 1, 2, yeah, if we go with our 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, and this is a fourth wave, it's not going to be over so quickly. It's going to chew up time. Even if this is A, and you're going to get U, B, C, D, E, etc., it's not going to be over, let's say, in a matter of 2-3 days. It is relating to all of that, and you can see how long this one took. It's not going to be over next week. That's what I'm trying to say. If next week at some point it just runs up and it gives you a record high, then obviously this is not a 3-4. It's something else. What is it? Well, I mentioned yesterday the possibility that it could be a 1-2, 1-2 structure, which means that 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, gold will run and run. Okay, this is the daily, and you can see that it also diverges in its pattern here from what we have in silver. It's even stronger than silver. It's definitely stronger than silver. It will surprise me definitely if it now finds weakness to the extent of coming down and breaking the support right here. Again, anything could happen, you know, but this would surprise me. I don't expect that. So I expect it to stay stable to up. Now let's have a look at silver. And in the case of silver, I think the pattern makes a pretty clear set of ABC that in my opinion is over. I tend to take this as an A. Also here we have the RSI showing an interesting divergence, not extreme divergence, but this is interesting. You can see already it is seeking to go quite a bit higher. I'm going to show you some observations here. We'll focus on something. Look, do you see this level? Do you see the price where it is right now? Do you agree that it's lower than this level? And yet the RSI, exactly the opposite. You see where the RSI is? Now, do you see this level? It's basically on a par with this level. The RSI didn't want to go lower. It didn't go. It didn't go. That's sign of strength. That's sign of strength. You can see the momentum. The momentum, it wants to go higher. Now, I have absolutely no issue in treating this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and my C ended here. So I have an A, I have a B, I have a C, which ended my A. If I consider that we are in a lateral movement fourth wave, so I got my first chunk of that pattern. I have my A, and I think a nice rally now towards 35 or so will deliver the B. And it is not going to be a rally that would last 2-3 days, trading days. It's going to last more or less the extent of time that it took it to come down to draw for us the ABC. Okay, and the general pattern of the fourth wave is relating to my second wave here. That also took quite a bit of time. Yes, and normally a fourth wave is much longer. So you see where we are going. Now, if you say no, it's going to now slide because in fact this is not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1. That's an ABC. It's going to come down. It's going to break. Well, we're in the same situation that we were in the case of XAU and HUI. That if it does break, you're going to go for an extension of the C. Yes, you're going to have this as 1, that's 2, that's 3, 4, 5. C will end much lower. I don't think so. I already explained to you yesterday why. I can very briefly mention now why I think this is not very likely. Simply because of the structure. if what we have seen up to now, coming down here, okay, before I dive into the details here, I want you to notice that this is the end of the first wave right here, marked by this line, yes, that coincides, by the way, with a 0.618 level, yeah, of this rally, the corrective decline. Now, we agree that if it goes through this level, this can't be anymore a fourth wave that relates to a 1-2 that we have somewhere there. On this scale, can't. It can't. Once it breaks through that, that's something else. Now, we have seen the RSI message. We have seen what happened in XAU, HUI. We have seen what happened in gold. To come and say that this is now going to break is unlikely, and it's also unlikely on the basis of the structure here, because if all of this is just 1 and this is 2, by the time it finishes 3, 4, 5, it's going to punch through this. Once it punches through this, the wave count has to be modified, and I don't think it is likely to do that at this point. Okay, let's continue.